Alright YouTube, so before we hop into the video, I want to apologize ahead of time for the absolutely awful gameplay you're about to witness. The only first-person shooter game I play at all these days is Warzone, so I'm trying to do Warzone shit in Fallout New Vegas. And also I'm using this like terrible rock candy, like hunk of plastic controller from Walmart. It's the only controller I have for my 360. Do you guys remember back in 2012 whenever this was supposed to happen? But instead, this happened, which is arguably worse. So according to a recent conspiracy theory, I suppose if you want to call it that, the Mayan calendar was interpreted wrong, and the date for whenever the world's supposed to end is actually happening like this week or next week. Of course, it would be 2020 whenever the world's actually going to end. That just makes a lot of sense these days. If you thought COVID-19, civil unrest, locusts, volcanic eruptions, and hurricanes signaled Armageddon, you may be right. The reading of the Mayan calendar was wrong according to a conspiracy theory on Twitter, and while the world didn't end on December 21st, 2012, as originally prophesied by calendar readers, Mayan doomsday is sometime this week or next. Following the Julian calendar, we are technically in 2012. The number of days lost in a year due to the shift in Gregorian calendar is 11 days. For 268 years, using the Gregorian calendar, 1752 to 2020 times 11 days equals 2,948 days. 2,948 days over 365 days per year equals 8 years. Scientist Paulo Tagaloguen tweeted last week according to The Sun. The series of tweets has since been deleted. So the difference between the Julian calendar and the Gregorian calendar is I'm not entirely sure because I haven't Googled it yet. So we're not going to go super in depth on this, but the Julian calendar was proposed by Julius Caesar a very long time ago, and the Gregorian calendar is what pretty much the majority of the world uses now, the 365-day year. Now I'm not entirely sure if the scientist has his math wrong or if he's interpreting stuff wrong, but according to what I've seen and according to the Julian calendar, it's still the year 2020, it's just a different day in June. This first one's just the Wikipedia page. I just happened to click on it to look at it and seen that it actually said that it was June 1st, 2020. And this one from timeandday.com says that it's June 2nd, 2020 according to the Julian calendar. Different dates from the Wikipedia to this one, but still in the year 2020. But let's just assume that this guy is right and everybody else is wrong. He's using a calendar from around the time the Mayans existed. Now, that's not to say that the Mayans actually used the Julian calendar. Obviously, they have their own calendar. That's where this entire world-ending theory even stems from. But the Julian calendar was a calendar that existed back then. The Gregorian calendar, which is what we use now, wasn't even introduced until 1582. Damn near like 700 years after the Mayans disappeared. I'm not saying this adds any credibility to this guy's theory that the world is ending very, very soon, or that it's even the year 2012, but this was a way time was told back then. But I don't see the correlation between the Mayans and the Julian calendar, right? The Mayans had their own calendar. They told time and dates by their own methods, so I don't see the correlation between the two. It'd be entirely different if the Mayans actually used the Julian calendar, right? Like, if that's how they told time and dates, then yeah, like maybe there's a little bit of credibility to this. But again, they told time and dates their own way, their own methods. I don't see why they'd be basing their world-ending prophecy on a calendar that they didn't even know existed. And again, as I mentioned a few times, everything I've seen says that the Julian calendar is still in the year 2020, just a different date. So I'm wondering if this guy just didn't have all the shit wrong, and that's why he deleted those tweets. But if everything this guy says, even though we've kind of proven all of it wrong along the way throughout this video, is correct, the world will be ending exactly a week from now. June 21st, 2020 will technically be, according to this guy's math and theory, December 21st, 2012. So 2020 is definitely the worst year ever. We literally, 2020 is so bad that we have the year 2012 back again, somehow. Like, that's how bad shit has gotten that we're back to this that happened almost a decade ago. We're back to the world ending on December 21st, 2012, again, somehow. We time traveled, I guess. And for those that are wondering what the hell we're even doing making this video, this is something we do pretty much every year. It seems like we do one world-ending video every single year. We did one as recent as last year, 2019. And my favorite part about doing these videos, besides poking fun at the conspiracy theory itself, is the people that come to my video thinking that it's real. Like people that comment about how scared they are that the world's going to end, or trying to convince me that it's fake. Like I don't already know that. And usually with those other videos, I read the articles and the conspiracy theory in kind of like an over-the-top way, like very, very sarcastic, but like I believe it, and somehow people don't catch on to that. Like a lot of people come to the video thinking that I'm actually scared, and they're scared, and they think it's real. It's like, I don't even know how you get to that point. Anyways, so dudes, that is the video. The world is ending very, very soon, within the week, so if there's some stuff that you got a bucket list, or there's some things you've been wanting to do but you haven't done, you better get it done. You ain't got a lot of time left. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys already want to did more Final Fantasy VII. Oh, shit. Just gonna leave that in there, man. That's what happens when you talk about one thing all the time. If you want to stay up to date with more world-ending stuff, turn on my notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @thedashingdavid, and my Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
You heard it first from Charlie!